Good morning, it's day 129. We're going into Lassen National Park. Are you excited? Lassen! Woo! This is interesting. I don't know my geology at all, but the way it's shedding reminds me of a turtle shedding scutes or a plated lizard or something. Well, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary friends, this is Lassen, as far as I know. I know we probably haven't reached the official border, but at least this is kind of what I've heard from the thru hikers, that Lassen National Park looks like from the PCT. It's just a lot of this, which is such a bummer. And that's part of the reason we got up early, because there's going to be no shade and there's no water for like 9 miles or so. It's not anything new for our thru hike, but you know, it's just a real bummer when it's supposed to be a national park. Maybe I'll see some cool animals or something. All right, this is it. Officially entering Lassen Volcanic National Park. I have no idea what plant it is, but it smells so amazing right in this section. I don't even see any flowers or anything. I mean, these are all dead and dry. Nope, definitely not that. It smells like mint and lavender mixed together or something. It's delightful. The terrain today is really good. As you can see, it's not rocky or anything, and it's relatively flat. So, which is really good, because I think Dylan and I are trying to do maybe 26 miles today, and that's gonna be a challenge in any terrain, but it's nice to have the trail on our side. So, funny thing about Lassen National Park is that you have to have a bear can if you want to stay overnight, which is fine. I don't have mine, but I'm not going to stay overnight. I believe it's 22 miles on the PCT, so we're going to hike through. In fact, we're probably going to hike to 26 miles because there's too many deadfall trees, or, well, trees that would threaten to kill us in our sleep, and nobody wants that. So we're hiking well through. The thing is, I can't imagine bears here. I mean, maybe they are. I haven't seen any evidence, but like, what's here for them? There's dead trees. I don't see anything edible. I haven't seen a single squirrel or chipmunk. I've seen a couple of birds, 2 birds to be exact. No lizards. Basically no life at all. I mean, I've seen some deer tracks, but no deer. I don't know. As always, they could be here. I hope that they are somewhere in the live trees way up on the hills and stuff, but it just seems just like a bummer. Hey, it's like 10 a.m. or so, and there's trees and shade. It's the most exciting part of my day so far. I went by an abandoned ranger station. That wasn't very exciting, so I didn't film it. And now I'm at the lower Twin Lake, or just about there. And since this is the first water source on our map today, and it's about halfway, it's kind of unspoken that I will probably wait here for Dylan, filter some water, and eat some snacks, or a really early lunch. And yeah, let's go.
There's a ranger station out there, reminding us we are in the national park. Most of this has been pretty open and burned. There's a few wooded areas like this, though.
First snake I've seen in a while. Hello. Garter snake, maybe? It's got a small head. Sorry you were on the trail. Finally seeing some wildlife today. Hello. Hello, Toad.
I've made it to South Twin Lake. I expected Newt to be waiting here for me, but she is nowhere to be found. I think she's still up ahead. But I'm gonna stop and eat some breakfast, fill some water, maybe even go for a swim.
Okay. I can dig it. Finally saw deer after following tracks for 10 miles. I figured you'd be at the lake.
It looks like the trail follows the lake, for quite a while. So I'm gonna skip swimming for now and head up a little bit ahead, see if I can't find Newt. I have located Newt, and we're still by the lake, so I think I'm gonna do a swim. Swimming was not a success. It turns out the lake is very, very shallow, and I went maybe 200 steps out and was just barely past my knees, and then the ground started getting very mucky, and I just decided to turn around. But it was a little refreshing, I guess, at least, and I get to filter some water, so not a total waste.
Just when you think you've seen it all, look how many of these trees are bent. Like, they're not broken. They're just bent by the heat. That's crazy. I feel like I'm in like a weird Alice in Wonderland. All right, about an hour more of this before I can do lunch. Huh. How strange. They look like wet noodles. Look. So weird. Strange. It's 12:30 and I don't know if you can see or hear that, but I'm by a nice stream. It's icy because I put my feet in and took a little dip. And I'm filtering some water. I'm gonna have some lunch. Wait for Dylan.
Usain Bolt.
This is the Usain Bolt of caterpillars. Look at it go. That's the coolest caterpillar I've ever seen in my life.
We just finished up an excellent lunch at this nice little spot by this lovely creek. We have 8 more miles of the park, and then maybe another 5 miles after that to a decent tent site. And we're gonna do some side quests.
Yeah.
So let's go! Over there is a little lodge, which would normally be a fantastic place to stay, I think, but it is closed. We can hear the workers working on it though, and they're blasting music. Sounds like they're having a good old time. We're gonna do our first side quest of the day. Check out Boiling Springs Lake Loop. Here, I think it's about exactly what it sounds like, a boiling lake. Worth checking out.
Get out of here.
We made it to Boiling Lake. I think they forgot to turn it on, to be honest with you. I don't see a lot of boiling. Someone hit the emergency shutoff or something. But it's a different color. That's kind of cool. What's your assessment?
It's better than crispy trees.
I'll drink to that. I don't know.
Wait, listen.
I may have misjudged this place a little bit too quickly. It turns out over there is where it's boiling. We can actually hear it and see it steaming. And this is weirdly pretty in kind of a spooky way. We were just debating whether this is the most extreme burn zone we've seen so far on trail. It's definitely a contender. We made it to our final side quest of Lassen National Park, Terminal Geyser. Well worth the very small downhill climb that it took to get here. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, down there. Wow.
Just got done with the Geyser. It was super awesome. We have 1.3 miles until the park boundary, at which point we can legally camp again. But sounds like it's quite the burn zone. It would be a little bit dangerous to camp there, so we might have to do an extra 4.7 after that. So we got potentially 6 more miles for camp. It's about 5 o'clock. We're pretty tired. Let's do this. And just like that, we are through Lassen National Park.
What's up?
You made it through.
Oh, thank goodness.
We are still in the burn zone, but we found this kind of clearing where there are no big trees over here. There's a nice spot right here. In theory, maybe one of those could reach us, but they're kind of far. We feel pretty safe right here, so I think we're gonna call it for the night.